Well, hello, good morning, welcome back to the channel. Nissan Hut from yesterday is looking quite good, liking it. There we go. So I've been looking for the sort of the components in amongst all of the stuff that's in the office here, and I'm digging them out, putting them together, and then we'll build some more of these, I think, maybe this week, before the end of the week. Nice, easy project, simple and effective. You'll have to excuse me, I am running a little behind time today. Had an awful lot of bits and pieces to do. As I was running low on the liquid poly yesterday, I popped into Mick at Durham Trains of Stanley and purchased some more. I actually purchased a few other things as well while I was in there. I managed to pick up 4 Gordon's Express coaches from Hornby and one of the Series 1 wagons as well. So it wasn't a bad trip when I went in there. So today, I believe, so yesterday, obviously I was working on the station fencing, of which we've got a fair little bit left. There is some bits I want to touch up, but that'll have to be done on the model. I need to make some notes. As for this there needs to be a couple of home signals, and I need to sort out this one as well. Never built these kits before. They're not going to be motorized. I have no intention of that. They're more for scenic effect on this layout. But I do need to build these because they need to go in certain locations on the layout. So I figured today I'd give this a go. So I think we'll start with a singular one. Ease ourselves in. I have no idea how to build these, and quite frankly, it does look simple, but you know how simple things just, well, they end up not being quite so simple. I mean, I'm looking at this and there's absolutely no sign. Oh no, there. Hidden is the pin there. So nearly overlooked it. And as you can see, this is tiny. This is tiny. There's nothing to it. But I suppose there we go. Better start on this. So I think I'll zoom in a little bit to make it easier for you all to see exactly what it is that I'm doing. And if you want to follow along, I'll put that there, and you can see the instructions at the side while I start to cut the parts out that are required. As you can see in the kit here, you actually get a distant as well as a home signal, so you don't have to buy 2 separate kits if you wanted a distant. So that's all right. They're going to need painting, as is most of the stuff on here, but so this morning has been a little bit of a rush, hence starting ever so slightly late. As usual, the music in the background is from creatormix.com. Just helps, a little bit of chill out music in the background, just to help as I put the models together. As I say, I've never built one of these before, so this should be an interesting task. So there's home signal. That's what we want today. Home signal. I have to keep looking at the drawing to make sure I'm not cutting anything off that isn't just part of the sprue. We've never building one of these before. It is absolutely tiny. Oh, there we go. Oh, that looks damaged. That one looks damaged. Well, we'll take it off and we'll see what we can do with that as we go along. Now there is a base here. I'm not entirely sure whether I want to fit the base or not. I think we'll fit the base. We'll fit the base and we can work around it on the layout. We've got a spare distant signal though on that kit, and we'll keep this for glazing like we did yesterday, and that worked out very well. So I'm going to need some paints again today. So I think we're going to need, let's have a look what we got here. It's a satin black. Yep, satin black. We're going to need a red. So I think it might end up being the rail colour one. The rail colour red. And never had to paint a signal before. Oh, green. We're going to need green as well. Because we're going to have to put in or fill these areas here with paint as well. So, very fine brush I'm thinking today, or reasonably fine anyway. That will just do there. All acrylic thinners today as well. And to give you an idea of just how small this is, that's my fingernail. It's absolutely tiny. Absolutely tiny. So this is going to be somewhat interesting. I did dig out the tweezers for today's project because I figured I might have a little bit of trouble handling these items. So how's everybody else's morning? Mine's been a rush. So, okay, a little bit of satin black. In fact, hold on. Might need to bash it. Sorry about everyone's ears. Certainly not going to need a lot. That much I do know. I might even have to search up on the internet. Yes, let's bring it up. Keyboard. I need to check out British semi for signals. You want some images? You want to see the back as well. There we go. The back is very important as well as the front. Right. Move that over to one side so I can see what's going on whilst the stream's on. There we go. Perfect. So we've got the black. And I fear the tweezers as well. I'm going to have to take a look here because that is so small. So it's so tiny, this. Can't believe I'm even attempting it. So I can barely see. Let's bring it. Use the camera to help, I think. On the rear, never had to do this before. So I'm thinking all I can do there is wait for that one to dry. Excuse me. Have that there while it dries. Clean up the brush. A lot of people might be asking, why have a live stream at this time of the morning? Well, mainly because it's the only spare time I have at the moment anyway. And as you can hear, I'm a little bit loaded with cold, so Let's have a look at some of these semaphore signals. So this is another area which will be black. Nearly lost that. I can't even see what's going on now. I think I forgot to mention these are the ratio kits. And because it's a preserved line, or based on a preserved, sort of the idea of a preserved line, I haven't really been very specific when it comes down to certain things with the signals and so on, because my view is the line will have taken donations of bits and pieces that they can get a hold of from wherever they can get a hold of in order to have the line work. But obviously it needs to be reasonably safe and legal if it was in real life. I'll zoom that out a little bit now. There we go. I'm not going to go too far with the paint on the base there. There are numerous parts that look like they could be really delicate. Right, let's have a look at this. So I need to do some red now. I think I'm going to have to mix this because I have no idea the last time I used this red, and I'm just using it because it's there. I think it's actually Virgin Railway red, so it might be a little bit overpowering. I think it will do the job. So look, we've got another small fine brush that I can utilize for this job. There we go. It's just so tiny. Don't even think I can get it to focus in. No. You can get the idea. I actually think that red might work very well. And then I need to do where the tweezer is, which is of no use to me. I don't know how I'm going to do this. Let's see. There we go. Oh, wow. That's ridiculously small. Now, I also need to fill in the red area, and it says, and try and make a mixture of. Ah. Okay. That's an interesting way of doing things. So, well, it might work, it might not. We've got a little mixing pot there. I'm just going to clean this brush off a little bit. So we've got a bit of Humbrol clear here. I don't know whether this is going to work or not. So take a bit of the red. I'm going to mix it with the varnish of the Humbrol clear. Just a tiny little bit, but then absolutely load up. It says absolutely load up the that area. Oh, not sure it's going to work in this case. Oh, look at that! It's actually worked. A little bit of shock. But I also need to do it with the green as well. Am I going to be able to manage it? I can't believe that actually worked. Just put that there. Try and load up another. I am amazed. I never, for 1 minute, believed that was going to work. Absolutely brilliant. Spot on. Can't believe it. That shocked me. I need to just pick up a little bit of green here, apparently, and then basically mix it up exactly like I did with the red, but then overpower the whole there. I don't know if you can see that. That totally works. It totally works. That's amazing. Wow. Never ever expected that. And the fact that it's happened so easily and quickly amazes me. What I think I might actually do here, because obviously quite a bit of success there. What I think I might do take out the other packs a second. Place these parts back in their packages. All I want is to get the signal arms out in preparation so I can actually paint those signal arms, because while that has actually worked, I would like to be able to ensure that carried on as well as it did. So signals all need to be like that way around. Oh, that's interesting. Didn't think that was going to happen as the way it worked out, but it has. So absolutely brilliant. Let's get these all painted up, at least where I need them to be. I can touch them up afterwards. I have to do some white on the back of that though. That much I do know. It looks like we're back on. I hope we're back on, because that was painful. That really was painful. Yep, I think that looks like we're back on. That was painful. So for some reason we had some sort of internet connection issue there. In the meantime, just painting up the arms there, and you can see that this one's worked out really well. What I'm going to try and do, although I haven't painted everything else, I am going to try and see if I can flood the lenses like I did with the other unit. This is a mixture of Humbrol clear and a bit of green paint, just to make the lenses. As always, I've got a link in the description for the Humbrol stuff. I am not sponsored by them. However, I am an affiliate. I'm not going to lie about it. And it does help the channel. If you use our links, we get a tiny amount, and it is a tiny amount of commission, but it does help the channel, and it means we can afford to get things like top up the paint and things like that when we need it. To do these lives and make the main videos. We don't get anything for nothing these days. No such thing. Might have to mix a bit more here. Come on, it's the last one. Okie dokie. I know what I'm going to do next time we have an issue with the live stream after seeing what I did this time. That'll short rectify it. Oh, loving that. I don't know how well you can see it on the camera, but it is working. I love it when a plan comes together. When this one's dry, however, I have to go over the lenses again. I think it got a little bit dirty. Either way, for a first attempt at doing these, they don't look too bad. I'm actually quite impressed with myself for once. I find that quite amazing. I actually managed to do it in one go first time. I do amaze myself at times. Not all the time, just at times. I'm just going to touch up the green lenses just a little bit. They do look a little dull. I might actually have to wait. Yeah, I think I might have to wait. Let them dry up before I start messing on with them. But while I wait for those there to dry, I can start assembling this other unit. That one's come out wonderful. Right. Parts of signal. Signal arm is going to need touching up on the back a little bit, but it is what it is. So we're going to try and put this together now. That's the liquid poly I've been using so far for this week's projects. That doesn't seem right. Might have to haul that out a little bit. If I remember rightly, yesterday whilst looking for tools, found some of my micro drills. Let's see if that makes a difference. Not really. Where's my scalpel? Let's shut down just a little bit. Right, that might be a little bit better. I might have to hold it there for a little bit. Just as well I don't need to be anywhere any fast. At least not right now anyway. I'm just glad that those signal arms have turned out the way that they have. Let's have a look. What's this say for 2, then 3. 3 is the arm. Now, I'm going to have to not lose this pin on here. Scary stuff. Wow. So that is expected to go through that hole. This is going to be so much fun. See if I can pick it up on the edge here. There we go. Right. That is expected to go through that hole. Which, quite frankly, it doesn't want to do. What I am tempted to do is just put it in the place it needs to be. I don't know. So I really don't want to damage the arm. This being my first attempt and all. And it's gone through. Whoa. Now I know it's given me a certain order to do things, but I'm not sure I totally agree with the order in which it wants me to do things. I'm not gonna lie. There's me that kind of thinks I should do it my way. Not saying that I'm any better or anything, it's just I'm not convinced that messing on with that pin at that moment was the best thing to be doing. Definitely one of the trickier models I've had to put together. Certainly not wanting to play the game, we'll say, all the while we're losing music. Right. Let's see if we can get that to dry like that. Ugh. I think I'll paint those ladders in situ. It's not been particularly easy to work with there. And apparently this piece, which is absolutely tiny, oh wow. This is a real juggling act. So I think I'm going to put this together how I want to put it together, in the order I want to put it together, because I don't absolutely agree with the way, I mean, other people have been doing it and just going, you're doing it all wrong. And you know what? They could well be right. Don't deny it at all. But sadly, I work a certain way. So I've got plenty of glue on there now. even though the signal's bouncing around all over the place. Oh, wow. Not too sure that I'm all that impressed with that. What I think I might do while we're waiting is, now that I've got that one up, I think I'll free off the other arm that I need, or the other upright. Get that out there. Get the ladders off. Not the ladders, the platform off there. I think we'll just glue this one in now. Where it's meant to be. Why did I want to agree to build a N-gauge layout for Katie? I must have been out of my mind. Only joking. It's all a learning curve. It's all it comes down to. Finding the best way to do something as you learn. Now, as for the other signals, they're interesting because I have to work out, because it being a double, I need to work out exactly how I'm going to be fixing that. So, how to build it even. Everyone has their days where they struggle with something, and today it looks like I'm going to struggle with a couple of these bits of model. And I think it's just, at the end of the day, got to learn different techniques. Especially when some of these scales are very small. I know it puts a lot of people off N being as small as it is, but I'm willing to give it a go. Especially seen as, quite frankly, see if that's going to fit in. Probably want to chop a little bit off there. Really, it's Katie's layout. There we go. I think that's going to work. A bit of glue on there, put in there. Let's see if we can bond this one together any better than. I've seen a comment. Howdy, guys, from a Tennessee hillbilly that can't sleep. Old disabled veteran that's 67 and has been a model railroader for over 60 years, doing all scales. Certainly not your age, and thank you for your service. You might be in the US, but I think anyone who's done their bit in the military, absolutely. I don't know if you've been following any of the other lives earlier this week. We had a little bit of a hiccup today with the connection. We've been working through some World War II Airfix vintage classic kits. I've also been making some, what do they call them? I'm losing the plot. Nissan shelters from Pringles tubes. They're 1/76 scale. And then we've got all the wagons we just started last week for the Longmoor military railway. I'm building a layout loosely based on the principle of the Longmoor military railway. I certainly don't want to go down the road of having people get up because I may not have done something that was prototypical of that line, but I do respect everything that happened at that line, especially in the build-up to World War II. It's a shame it's not there anymore. But yeah, thank you, Christopher, for joining us, if you're still there. At the moment, we've got a N-gauge layout in construction at the moment. I say N-gauge because I think it's N-scale in the US. I'm not too sure N-gauge. Slightly different scale. This is based on an idea of a preserved line. It's actually my daughter's layout that I'm working on. I said I'd make one. It's probably about 6.5, 7 foot. I can't remember now. About 2.5, 3 foot, I think it is. And based on the idea of preserved line somewhere, but still serves a day-to-day purpose for the locals in the countryside. And as a result, although I'm not going to make these functional signals, I do need to construct them. And it's a lot cheaper than buying, say, the Daypole motorized signals, which, quite frankly, as wonderful as they are, would cost me an absolute arm and a leg. So, how's this one doing? There we go. Right, it's getting there. It's getting there. Got the signal ready to be placed on. What else have we got to put on there? Now that I've got it at an angle I can work at. I don't know if you're still there, Christopher, but I'll tell you a little story that's happened recently. I have other channels, and one of those channels does classic cars, that kind of thing, because we have a number of classic vehicles. And sometimes the car shows that we attend might be at an agricultural show. And I never thought it would happen, but there was some, we had a video go, I recycled it off the main channel and put it on Facebook, and it's gone viral. It was like 1 million views or something like that. And it's tractor pulling. And then I know in the US, people take very seriously. And the only way I can describe it to anyone in the UK who's not aware of this, it's almost like NASCAR. It's taken very, very seriously. Nothing wrong with that at all. However, this particular video that I put up doesn't shine it in the best light. Not in the UK anyway, as the tractor kind of lost it where it was going, and there's been some uproar. So people getting upset, but it was actually towards the end of the day. There wasn't any participants. There wasn't any public around. But I've had a lot of people from overseas or over the pond, they kept saying, commenting on that video. It is very difficult building these signals. I'm not going to lie. It is quite difficult. Not for the impatient. Not for the impatient. Rather interestingly, the double signal that I need to work on in a little bit, that could be even more interesting, because quite frankly, I am not entirely sure the brass bits involved in it, so I think the super glue is going to have to come out as well. So here we are again with another set of step ladders, which are never going to do what I want them to do. So I'm going to try and wedge that in a little bit and apply some. I try to torture myself, don't I? Definitely. So we get those ones there done. And let's take a look. I think we're going to have to have a look at the destructions for this one. It's even got a wire. Don't think we need to go that far with it though, but destructions. Chance to be destruction with my work here. It's certainly going to be an interesting one. Let's have a look at the apart. And we've got the brass as well. Definitely think the super glue is going to be involved this time, as opposed to the poly. So if you've never seen the channel before, understand I do not take myself incredibly seriously. All of this is a bit of fun, a bit of enjoyment, and a nice way to chill out and relax. I learn some new skills. Always been doing models through my whole life so far, and I jump from model to model most days so that I don't have to wait too long or be sat idle in between things like waiting for glue to dry or paint to dry and things like that. I like to keep moving and keep going. If I'm 100% honest, I'm not sure I'm going to put the pins in for these signals because I'm not going to be motorizing them. It is literally for my personal benefit. So to save a little bit of aggravation, I think, let's move that over here a bit more. There we go. I think I'm just going to fix them into the location I want them to be in. So I know where the lamp is. So get that one fitted there. Because after building that first one there, putting that together, that was traumatic for me. I never thought. I've been putting these off for well over a year, and so that it's about time they got built. It really is. So obviously, channel videos. Don't forget to check out the main channel. This is it's more raw. It's just me doing it, making the models as I make them, touching them up, making mistakes as I make them, all that kind of thing. We all make mistakes. We all have to learn. I'll put a bit more glue onto that one. We all make mistakes. It's a learning process. My life in general is a learning process, isn't it? Let those two dry. And now I need to look. Oh, took my knee out nearly. And I've still got to finish building my A4, O-gauge A4. I was just looking at it the other day. Still need to finish doing that. So we might bring that into 1 day a week, doing that one with the lives. Because that is a job and a half. So I think for these brass bits, we're going to use the cheap super glue, but we're going to have to use it to, well, get it to be where it needs to be. Need to work out as well exactly where I might just use the back of this drill. I need to work out exactly where I want to have the signal. Careful of solvents, especially super glue. It can all go very wrong very quickly. And I do mean very quickly. Especially with super glue. So what I need to do is I need a bit of wire. Wire is usually the best thing to use. And just like that, I do believe I have got some twin and earth here. A nice bit of copper wire and snips are here. Use that to get the glue where I want it to be, super glue. So I'd never ever thought about doing anything like that before until I was actually building that mallard, the A4. When that happened, that was when I learned the process of using a bit of wire. No one had ever taught me that. There we go. And I need to do the same other side. There's my tweezers. Might be a little bit safer on this occasion to use the tweezers. Don't know. I'm just agitating it on purpose so as to get it to take hold. So it looks like shaking. I suppose I kind of am. That hasn't quite worked the way I wanted it to. Thought it would bond a lot quicker. It did on the other side. So maybe that glue is on the way out. I don't know. Hey, getting there. It's hard work. Say it's hard work. It's not as quick fire as the last few days have been with the models, but that's a good thing. Learning new skills. I am. I think I'm going to get impressed with this. It's definitely different. because that's going to go into about there. Yep. I also need to put this on, so probably going to have to dip the glue again. You don't want too much. Too much on there. You do want it to take. And then obviously these are going to need to be painted as well. Oh, and he's dropped it. Let's get it picked up again. Let's get it back on there. Actually, I'm probably doing this all wrong, but even with the limited instructions, it looks reasonably correct. Let's see if we can just... I don't want to put too much of the glue on there. I just want to give it a little bit of help. And then, of course, that'll be the next one to go in there. So we need to sort of get an idea of where we want to be with that. Let's have a look. Around about there, I think. So using a little bit of the excess super glue. Oh, look at that. It's getting there. I do like it when I sometimes just amaze myself that I actually managed to create something or do something. It's somewhat sad in some respects, but I do like it when things work. I think I can safely put this super glue away now. Before we end up having an accident. the micro drills. Just clean out this base a bit. Thinking about it, instead of the poly, somehow I don't think that's right at all. What I do need to do though there, I need to trim that down a bit. So, oh, bit of poly cement in there. They are delicate. They are fiddly. I didn't expect it to be easy, but it does feel rewarding with something so small. Building it. So let's see if we can just get that to straighten up a little bit. Really small signals. And of course now it's heavy to one side, isn't it? So I think I need to give it a little bit of help like that. There we go. Using one of the clips. So I'll put that there for the moment. Yeah. Right. So following on from before, I think I might try and take that pin out. I don't really think I'm going to warrant using those pins at all. There is one benefit to shaking with poly cement. Does help it take. some bits and pieces. I just need to have another look at this and see how that's. Don't want it. Well, the super glue definitely helped with that one. Don't think there's any way of making that sound any different. That signal's worked. Yeah, so now that my scalpel's underneath there, it's just as well I've got a spare, isn't it? Now there's going to be a certain amount of touching up paintwork and things like that, or just painting in general. Once these are together, I try to do a little bit there before we started, but I don't think it was actually helping the process in my case at all. And I've got no intention of using the pins because I'm not motorizing them or anything like that. Can we get that to settle? I'm quite chuffed with that one. They are so delicate. It's unreal. Incredibly delicate. Stand that one there. See if we can. There we go. Pretty happy with that. Right. The ladders for this one now. Who we got here? James the Red Engine High. What Thomas and Friends characters have we got? Right. Oh. Thomas, Edward, James, Henry, Gordon, Percy, Toby, Oliver, Custom Flying Scotsman with a smoke deflectors, and the second tender that we built a couple of years ago. Donald, Douglas, Spencer, Emily. We've got Hymek, we've got the Bear, we've got D261. We're building a Bear separately in the original colours. We're in the middle of building a Neville. We built a Hank a couple of years back. I want to revisit that one and put a new different motor in it. Absolutely tons of Thomas. Rosie, Mavis, Daisy. We've got absolutely tons. Ridiculous amounts of trucks, wagons. There are some shorts, I think, on this channel on this channel and on the main channel, but definitely on this channel, that actually show the some of them. We had them out on a test bed layout a couple of years ago, and before construction of some of this other stuff. And if you check them out, you'll see, I'm trying to think, Oliver, we've got a ridiculous amount, mainly Hornby, but obviously we've got Bachmann as well in there, what with them basically being the mainstays and runners for doing them now. But yeah, we do like Thomas. He's one of our favourites. We absolutely love working with the Thomas. Where's the snips? There they are. So change the red engine. Take a look at some of our shorts with the Thomas and Friends stuff. Absolutely loads of it. And we're going to be building some more customs over the coming months, days, weeks. But you've got me thinking now. I can't remember how many of us. Oh, yeah, we've got the narrow gauge engines as well. When AS, Peter Sam, Scarlowy, etc., etc. Yes, almost forgot them. We've got a custom Rocky. We've got a lot of custom stuff that we've built because either the manufacturer hasn't been building it or just because we simply wanted it. I think Donald Douglas, Emily Spencer. Who else is there? There are others. They're all on the shelves behind me, and I just losing track. It's hard to remember all the time what we've got, what we haven't got. Right. Let's move on. Hey. I'm going to have to put a bell or a ringer on the chat so that I know when somebody's actually sent a chat, because I never look up, always looking at the model. Always looking at the model. If you ever think I'm ignoring you, I'm not. It's just a tendency to get lost in what I'm doing. Does anybody else get lost in their models when they're building them? Or is it just me? Probably just me, with my luck. And I've only just realised what this is for. And it is to go around that the bracket of the arm. Still not entirely sure how you fit it though. We're gonna find out though. We'll have to find out. I do think, for the moment, I'm going to have to let these dry before I can paint them any further and such. Because I think we're going to get stuck. Even though I'm building 3 of them all at the same time. Certainly got a piece of the plastic stuck here. Let's see if we can rescue it. There we go. And we've got that wire. Oh, I'm going to have to look at how I'm going to do that now. I haven't got a clue. It doesn't actually tell you on the instructions. We'll use some small bits of sprue, I suspect, to make it work, but I really need the strength to be there, so I'm going to need that to dry up. Right. What are we going to do now? Lots of other models here. We've got those N-gauge signals in the process. 3D printed items with some little cats and things as well. And we've got the old dipole. We've got an ethics kit. We've got another ethics kit. How much time we got today? You know what? I think we'll put some of these bits, this ethics kit, some of the luggage and things together. And then we can get to painting them. If not today, tomorrow. Yeah. There's actually some people as well, but I don't think I need to do anything with them today. I do like a bit of luggage, especially some of these might actually come in useful. The milk churns, barrels, things like that might actually be coming in useful for another project we've got going on in the background. Hopefully we can bring that to you as well. I think I picked this set up. Let's zoom out a bit. I think I picked this set up in Scrap Tub at the model shop. Someone's obviously bought it, no one wanted it anymore, chose not to build it. The fact that soon the end gauge layout will get its signals fitted, or at least placed in position. I'm a little reluctant to fit in them quite yet, seeing how difficult they were being built. I'm a little worried about them getting damaged, but I suppose they have to be fitted at some point. I'm not entirely sure why these luggage ones have to be glued together, because quite frankly, they could have just been one piece of moulding, but there we go. Couple of luggage chests there. And then we've got a barrel. What day is it today? Wednesday. If you're watching this on the replay, I know what day of the week we were filming this, or live was. A beer drum, beer keg, milk churns here. I actually remember getting one of these when I was young lad, and I do mean young. If I remember rightly, I think I made an absolute pig's dinner, or pig's ear, even, or whatever, of building these as well when I was a young lad. But I don't know how I could have done it so bad. Probably impatientness when I was younger. I had great ideas, very little patience. Excuse me. I need a drink. Not alcohol, though. There we go. That one's missing a wheel. Oh, what an interesting one this has been. The signals, I am really, might have been fiddly, but they are coming together. Same as these. Yes, they're coming together. And then we'll be able to get them onto the end gauge layout. Now that I'm not too sure about. After these signals today, I think we will definitely move on to another Airfix kit tomorrow. Mainly because I think I need something a little less taxing tomorrow. Tomorrow needs to be a resting day. A resting day building models, that is. No, I had intended to try and do the Scammell truck as well, or the Scammell tank transporter. And I just don't think I'm going to get the time today. But we are getting through some of these forgotten kits and projects that have been lying around. For some time now. I've got to say, I am looking forward to getting some of the N-gauge stuff running around on that layout. I am really looking forward to that. It has been going on for, well, not such a long time. I haven't been doing it all the time. And there has been things going on at home, with family illness and things. So it's actually some of these missing here. Not a lot, though. Yeah. So as a result, I haven't gotten a huge amount of work done to it, but I think we can get it finished off soon. And then we can start running some trains again. And I've just seen that another kit has been dispatched and is on its way to Aidans Railways. So I think that'll be one for next week. That one's going to be fun. That one should be enjoyable. Well, they're all enjoyable, but I think that one should be quite amusing. Right. We don't want that getting stuck to anything, so I'm going to move that out of the way. Let's bring up an image of some of these signals on the computer, and I can see what I'm doing. Yeah. Okay. It's always good to have a little bit of a check. So, well, not so much a check. I can do them however I want, but I would like to get them reasonably okay. Oh no! I had an air block, and now there's absolutely loads of paint. And I don't want to be wasting that. That is a lot of paint. I'm going to have to try and get that back into container, or at least as much of it as I can. So I'm certainly not wasting it. Getting there. chill out period with the paint. Where it all goes quiet. No children in the house, nice and quiet. Oh, I'm going to paint some of this, but I know I've got quite a bit more work to do on this one. So as soon as I've got half a ton of paint out now, because of the blockage on that bottle, I'm not going to waste any. There we go, taking a call. I never thought I'd have to do that. Not while I was on a live, anyway. Your dad's taxi. Especially when someone's not meant to finish their college studies for a little bit yet. And they finished early. What are we paying these teachers for? I'm only joking. Don't want to be getting into trouble. I have to touch up the white areas on the back here. But it is what it is. And then I'm going to have to do this platform area. It's definitely, I'm impressed with it. It's worked. I've not had to do anything like that before. Not in N gauge anyway. And I think I'm going to have to use the clamp again. Just there we go. Just to hold it in place for a little bit. Right. I think I've gone as far as I can go with those signals, at least for today. I'll finish them off tomorrow. And I think tomorrow we will build the Scammell tank transporter. Get that built, then it can join the rest of the military stuff we've built earlier in the week and last week. And while we're painting in between, I'll do the footbridge as well. I am going to order some old tin plate sign type things to stick on that as well, some transfers. And yes, so thank you for joining us. I would have gone until 12 o'clock, but I have been requested. My presence has been requested by my daughter as Dad's taxi. So I shall see you again, hopefully, tomorrow. 9:35. Be there, and we'll build some more models. Bye now.